topic, and we are co-hosting this webinar with our technology partner, the company which is called Pilot Telematics, known for their fleet management platform called the same way. It's called Pilot. This is our long-term partner in terms of technologies. A lot of our mutual partners are using the combined solution. Today we have invited Alexander Tsaryov, who is CEO of Pilot Telematics, to have this webinar together with us. Yeah, and unfortunately, he has some technical problems with joining us, but he will join shortly. And yeah, I will then present himself in a better way. Today we will talk about video monitoring systems for different types of verticals, but mainly for logistics. And we will share the solutions which we have from the hardware perspective from Galileosky, and also Alexander will talk about how this solution might be utilized with Pilot platform. This is quite a vivid topic, and that's why, yeah, we have discussed to talk about it massively with our technology partner. Alexander is on the screen. His image is on the screen right now. He will join shortly. Maxim Rekin, I'm the head of regional development team. All right, Alexander has just joined. Alexander, please switch on the mic, and yeah,
Yes, I am in.
yeah,
Hello all.
yeah. So nice to see you here, and thank you for joining us today.
Okay, okay, we can
Uh,
start.
yeah, great. So just a small brief about the agenda. So we will discuss what is the video monitoring system are and why it is one of the key elements of telematics nowadays. How you may design the video monitoring system with the technologies that we have, and we will show you some examples of how some video monitoring systems were implemented in the real retail business in one of the African countries. Alexander will lead you briefly about how it may work. And then we will follow up with the Q&A session. Please do not hesitate to ask your question in chat or in the question tab whenever it is more comfortable for you. So we will try to answer all of them. The webinar will take around 60 minutes. As usual, all the records we take, we send them to the emails which you have used while registering. So even if some of your colleagues have not managed to join us right on time, or well, they are probably busy. So we're selling Galileo Sky devices or something like that. But yeah, we will send the record after the webinar was finished to the same email. So next time, if they hesitate whether to register or not, please make sure they are. So briefly about video monitoring and some of the components of it. So when talking about video monitoring, there could be some different technologies behind it. One of the most widespread and one of the most loud nowadays probably is ADAS technology, advanced driver, assisted driver advanced systems. So advanced driver assisting system, sorry. So, and here on the screen you can see the projected global market size, which should be reached by 2023. This statistics done by a statistic company, and it's measured in billion of dollars of different components of a DAS system. There, well, surely there are a lot of different parts which might be used and described as a DAS, but overall we can see that the trend is growing, and each year the speed of implementation is being increased, and thinks that it's high time to have a discussion about it and to think of adding it into the portfolio of the solutions provided. And there are some reasons why. So probably we should talk about some drivers of the market, and one of the main drivers is the government, who really wants to reduce the accidents which happen on the streets daily in their countries. And in some of the countries, there are a lot of incentives. We know about such incentives in the UK, in China, which somehow um, involve the manufacturers of the vehicles, the fleet owners, the manufacturers of devices like we are and like our technologies partners are, to get this technology boosted and get the implementation done seamlessly. So at the same time, the companies understand the same thing. So the more safer the fleet are, the better it for everyone around. Company, people, employers, and employees. So everyone is benefited once the job is done safely. So that's why the company is another market trend. And well, the automated vehicles is the boss. So from anyone, anywhere tells us about it. And well, ADAS is some kind of for closest step between what we have right now and autonomous vehicles done widespread. So this technology is really emerging right now. So and why it is important to use ADAS, I think, well, you all know the answer: to reduce the accidents. And according by statistics, around 1.3 million people dies annually because of some misbehaviors of the drivers mainly. So an ADAS system is there to help and to prevent what these kind of events, to reduce this amounts. So there is no doubt that this system helps. And how it helps, well, there are two main components in our vision which we see the most useful and which I believe most of you know for our ADAS system. We talk about driver fatigue cameras, and we talk about um, the front camera, which helps to detect different type of um, other behaviors of the driver. Driver fatigue camera is detecting what happens with the driver. Is he distracted, yawning, smoking, talking over the phone, doing something else? Well, this when the driver is tired, it obviously increases the probability of an accident, and that what ADAS system helps to do. From the other side, we have the camera which is located towards in front, and it helps to keep it within the same line, to um, do not get closer to the front vehicle than it should be, and well, to make the driver behavior of the driver better, not only about just general eco driving features like we all have, like harsh acceleration and braking. It is also about what happens around. What is the lane it is driving on? What is the distance between the next vehicle ahead? Whether there are some pedestrians crossing the street. All this data, the ADAS system helps the driver to understand. And we, from our side, as Galileo Sky equipment, we can get this information delivered to the monitoring platform as Pilot, for example. And yeah, here is just a small short list of what might be done with ADAS systems and why do companies implement such systems in their daily business. And this trend has been growing daily. All right, here is the architecture of the system. Once again, we have the device itself, which is connected to the server as usual. So the device is the tracker, and we have front camera and the camera for the driver. So no matter what happens, what violation occurs, we can warn the driver, but also the device helps to deliver this data to the monitoring platform. So in the end of it, the fleet owner will, or some governmental authority, if some laws apply in this certain country, may know how good the drivers and the fleet was behaving under certain circumstances. So whether the driver is rested or not is not only counted by the amount of the time he drives with the tachograph. It also detected by um, how focused he is on the road and is he distracted or not. And the same story about driving behavior, not only about harsh braking, speeding, and harsh acceleration and cornering. It's also about keeping on the same lane and all this stuff. So we combine all the systems and we deliver the data from the ADAS systems to the monitoring software. Um, and if we talk about technology stack, so we have Galileosky Tracker as the hub between Pilot, for example, as the monitoring platform, and there are a few examples of current ADAS systems which we are integrated or are integrating in the moment. So there are two companies which we can suggest right now to consider in the projects, as we have done some job with them. It's Movon, the Korean company, which is doing such a systems that helps to having that artificial intelligent engines on the board and delivering the data through the Galileosky tracker to the platform, and Hoven, the Chinese company, which many of you might probably know. So those devices that could be integrated into the entire system and which we can use in some project. There are also another part of video monitoring solutions, which should be described also, and that's when I will, after my explanation, probably I will pass the word to Alexander, because yeah, that's one of the projects with video telematics which we can mutually describe, and that's for MDVR, and that's just delivering video information to some certain people which require this information. This could be the same fleet owner, this could be the dispatching center, this could be the control room, and by that data, just processing video transmission to the monitoring platform, we can enhance the monitoring system. And yeah, that's when I will pass my word to Alexander. Alexander.
Okay, thank you, Maxim. I'm Alexander, and I will continue. Just the main idea of my speaking, I want to show you some use cases that we use at the current moment to get this Galileo company, how we use Galileo equipment in our projects. Just first of all, let's speak about some challenges that we try to solve using our solution. First challenge is security. In some regions, for all our cases, this is cases that we implemented in retails business. I will show you two companies. One company is located in Africa continent and doing fleet management for retails company. The second case from Russia. This is the same type of company. They're doing fleet management, fleet management for companies, retail company in Russia. In Russia, we're doing fleet management for Magnet company. This is one of the biggest retail company in Russia. In African market, unfortunately, I cannot tell you the name of company, retail company, but our partner who doing this business in Africa is AMST company. After webinar or during the webinar, you can send any questions about some details, and I can tell you any more information. Okay, the first moment that we try to solve is security delivery from point A to point B. This very actual for African market. For all countries in all the world, the second important moment is delivery in time. Because if you will deliver not in time, your expenses can grow up. Delivery scheduling, and of course some requirements for delivery. For example, if you deliver ice cream, you need delivery by refrigerator. If other goods, you need another kind of vehicles. All these moments we solving inside our software. Next. Okay. In our use cases, these real cases, we use Galileo equipment and we use some MDVRs. It means they working together. From Galileo devices, we receive all telemetry, include data from fridges, from sensors that they installed inside vehicle, like door sensors, light sensors, and what else? And locks. GAM, this is a submodule of our platform. The GAM, this is security subsystem. The main function of this to provide security functions like remote access to vehicles and generating special security alarms. I will show you now. And Pilot Task Manager, this is another sub-module in our system that's responsible for management of tasks. After, now I will show you the platform, and after the platform I will show you a short interview from our partner from South Africa, who will tell more about their own experience for using platform and equipment. Now I try to share my screen. One moment. Okay. Okay. See, this is interface of our platform for control room. What does mean control room? Control room, this is room then located operators who monitoring to fleet. This is fleet from retail. In this control room, at the moment connected more than 2,000 vehicles for monitoring. And in operators, what can do in operators? Operators see the current location of all vehicles on the left side, map, and GAM window on the right side. First of all, let's speak about GAM window. GAM window, this is event window. In this window, we receive all events from vehicle. It can be absolutely different events. For example, something happened. Okay, vehicle stopped outside of the point, then can be stopped. For example, outside the shop, or for example, from warehouses. You can see different colors. The colors you can link to priority of each task. You can see this is vehicles, and in green it means all events already preceded by operator. When operator preceded event, you can see the operator name. It means you always know who preceded any event in the system. How to proceed events? It's just similar like easy logic in Galileo equipment. We use similar functions. We use algorithms. The algorithm, this is scheme how your operator will be proceed events. For example, you have new operator that don't know, for example, how to do some moments, or for example, forgot. Then event come to the system. Operator just only need to open the window, find event, and push start button only. That's all. Nothing else. Just switch your grouping. Yes. Just push the start button. Then start button pushed, system run an algorithm. In algorithm, you can see the current location of vehicle, the current road. You can see information from the sensors. And operator just push buttons according to the algorithm. It means the operator just like a robot. Just push next button, do some operations that required by algorithm. When vehicle coming to the checkpoint, as I told, we have video solution that connected to the system. Operator can check video from cameras that installed in vehicle in live mode. They use 4G MDVRs. Just let's wait when video will be uploading. It takes maybe some time. It depends on the coverage. One moment. Yes. Okay, this is a vehicle. You can see near the warehouse. This is inside the vehicle, and this is outside. Operator can check the video. If all is okay, operator can send commands to vehicle. It can be commands, for example, unlock trailer, lock trailer, and something else. In this case, in this configuration, the driver cannot do nothing. He just only drive the vehicle. Then he coming to the endpoint, operator check cameras, and if all is okay, operator just open the door and uploading or loading can be started. As I told you before, all operations from operator registered in the system, and you always can check if something happened, history of all events, and see which operator, which event proceeded, and which way he used for this event. Seems this is similar case, but very complicated because it's a really complicated installation, and we use like easy logic for getting telematics and algorithms on our side. Another case, this is case from African market. I will show you case for Russian. It's a bit different. 1 second. This one, yes. Okay. See, it seems like similar, but a bit different. This is a magnet company from Russia, and what we are doing for this company, the same equipment, Galileo device, this temperature sensor, and this door sensor. The same logic. The driver cannot stop and open the doors outside the shop, but for this account, we monitoring additionally the tasks. We receive from retail group electronic tasks that uploaded automatically to the system, and system monitors schedule, monitoring all requirements for delivery. As you see in main window, you can see the column, the current status of the task and task ID. For example, you can see this vehicle at the moment doing task number this one and task in progress. You always can check what's happened at the moment, just current task info. You can see what at the moment, let me show this window, close. At the moment, my vehicle moving to these 3 points. These 2 points already visited. You can see the scheduled arrival time and in fact arrival time. On the map, you can see you see blue line. Blue line, this is plan, this is road that system built before vehicles start moving. And yellow and red, this is real road that vehicle use at the moment. If vehicle start to driving outside of the road, the system generate alert. If vehicle, we can find some of these cases from other vehicles, just try to find. Okay, yes, see. If vehicle do something wrong, for example, in this case, you can see the system mark in red, the departure time for second point. It's marked in red because scheduled time was 9 a.m. in 10 minutes. But in fact, vehicle arrived to this point only in 9:40. It means a bit later. An operator can see this. You can create alert for GAR module. Operator open GAR module and see some, just a moment, it will be uploading, some, and check groups, even groups. Unfortunately, this is in Russian because this is Russian account, but it can be came too late, or for example, problem with loading, unloading, or for example, driver moving outside the road, and something else. And next logic the same, like in previous account, you create an algorithm and link to events, and operator just push the start button and doing according algorithm. As you see for this account, there are skip button. Skip, it means there are no algorithms, and for system, just only important to understand what operators check this event. That's all. This is operator name, like in previous account, and other information. Okay. What we doing more for this account? For this account, using events that coming from device, we analyze the status of device. What does mean status of device? For example, very important to get proper information. For example, when you deliver something in fridge, you need to get proper temperature and understand what your conditions for delivery is normal conditions. But can be some issues with temperature sensor, for example, and this is not problem of driver or not mistake by engineers who install it. Equipment can be broken. In this case, the system analyze how its equipment work and show these icons in the system. We can see, for example, just we see this is problem with door sensor. System analyze. It can be just like different logic. For example, we receive the signal that didn't change for example, for 8 hours, but we know what vehicle moving now, and door must be open and closed sometimes, minimum 2 times during the way. If we didn't receive the signal, system generate this icon. This is information for operator and for support team. It means a support team get information was something from this equipment and not needed to wait when he receive, for example, penalty from retail group. You always know what's happened in one step before. Okay. The interface for events can be configurable. I will show you. For example, for this account, we receive a bit more information. Which information we receive? We receive first the status of the sensor, then event came. The current status of all events for vehicle. We can see all events for last 24 hours, and we can see all tasks and status of tasks for this vehicle for the current day. There are some ways how you can get tasks for the system. You can get tasks manually. We have special interface manually. You can add tasks manually to the system. Or, for example, you can upload these tasks by API. Or, for example, for this account, this company upload all tasks by email. It means our system read email in automatically mode, parse all tasks, and put to the platform. There are no video for this account. We just use only telematics from Galileo device. This is 2 use cases. How you can use video solution for delivery, and how you can use our platform without video solution. But in my opinion, for now, when 4G and 5G network already available, it's really easy to use and very helpful. Maxim?
Yeah, thanks so much. Probably it's a high time to highlight those story from the end user in one of the African country about how they have made the solution to work. I will ask you guys now to run the interview, please.
Our control room works off alarm-based events that happen on pilots. We use the video application to do security verification of the staff back at the trailer before we set the commands to unlock it, as well as the geofence control to keep ensure that the fleet is always we are always in control of our fleet.
And how is Pilot benefiting you?
Pilot assists us with being able to control and monitor everything that happens with the fleets. It allows us to control what the staff, what our staff do on the system, as well as allows us to build reports, video reports, video reports, and images for incidents that occur, to to assist our suppliers and clients.
And how are your clients benefiting from Pilot?
Our client benefits from Pilot using the optimization that they're getting from the events that occurred for their fleet. This comes in the events of being able to monitor how long it takes their stores to unlock the vehicles, as well as how long it takes the drivers to get back to the locations, and ensures that their pilferage control is also decreased.
Did Pilot do any customization and development for you?
Pilot's done multiple customizations for us over the years we've been using it. Pilot has enabled us to increase our commands as well as our internal optimizations to ensure the best ultimate product is delivered to the clients.
And finally, what is your overall impression of Pilot?
Pilot is probably one of the better tracking platforms out there because they have a different way of thinking. They do not use a tracking platform based off the industry standard. They use the system based off hardware level integration, which allows your end users to be able to integrate multiple aspects of their business into their single platform, so they'll be able to use one system to control everything.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yes, seems that the sound level was not that good, but well, hopefully you got the idea. It was the control room. We've implemented pilot system, and the guys there are really checking about the safety of operation of the vehicles, of the trucks, which are loading or unloading in those certain conditions. So thank you. Yeah, it seems that we have finished with our main presentation. It was there was a very lot of information which we have delivered through this half an hour. And yeah, seems there are a lot of different questions, and let's go and proceed with them one by one. The first question is from Mr. Andrew Tuason. Andrew, um, yeah, the question is, the rear camera is facing the driver. Yes, it faces the driver. So to detect driver fatigue, actually. And the next question is probably to Alexander in this, for the specific cases of both Magnet and the retailer in Africa. So what kind of technology do you use for lock and unlock the door of trailers?
Rian, maybe you can switch on your microphone and answer on questions.
Yes, I can. Everybody hear me?
Yes, we hear.
For the locking systems, we use a lock out of the UK called Maple Locks. They have some different locks and different technologies depending on how the doors is closing. To give an idea, before this project started, they had in Pilferage, out of one of their distribution centers, they were losing about R1 million a day. And that was after the truck or the trailer door was sealed the normal way with a seal. At the end of the day, it was syndicates that was involved inside the company that we caught at the end of the day. So just on Pilferage alone, they've almost been saving R500 million a year. And that is not to say about business intelligence that they get out of that. Because business intelligence that they get is to see the trailers is not standing at shops and not getting offloaded. to monitor the times that it's taking to offload, and then to make sure that those trucks is coming in timelessly to refill and go out on loads again. So that really optimize the fleet in total, not just from maximizing or minimizing pilferage. It also have maximize the rich information that the customer can use for their billing system, and to manage their stores, and to manage their dispatch, and etc. I hope that answer.
Yeah, Rian, thank you. That was the Maple Lock in shortly, but yeah, thank you for the very, very, very detailed answer. All right, the next question from Genius AK. What events you receive from the camera? And well, let me just switch on the slide which describes it. Basically, those are all the events we can upload to the monitoring platform if we are talking about ADAS system. So it warns, it is actually based on what an ADAS system, one particular ADAS system is capable of. So most of them are doing the same things, and here are some of the main things which we can transmit to the server. So if there is pedestrian on the road, if there is a collision ahead, so we are too close to the vehicle in front, if we are changing the lanes to avoid these cross lanes too frequently, so to detect the movements of the front vehicle, and well, record surroundings before and after an accident. That's also one of the part of which either system is capable of. But well, in this particular case, if we talk about video, it's mainly stored inside of the ADAS systems. And for the driver fatigue, the camera in front will detect smoking, yawning. So, now it is not also very. It is also about not wearing the mask. It is about calling without smoking, speaking on the phone. It's about, well, just closing the eyes for some times. So it really depends on the other system we connect to. But in case they are capable of detecting this kind of events, we can transmit information to the monitoring platform. All right, next question. Yeah, there was some answer from Rihanna also, thank you. And the question from Christoph Van Bell. What if the vehicle is on a place with bad network coverage? Is there a backup plan to open the doors? Alexander?
Yes, Rian. You manage this project. Please answer on this question.
Sorry, guys, I was busy answering here in the chat, and I did not follow your question properly. So sorry about that. Can you just repeat that? I'm sorry.
See, Rian, question from Christoph. What is the vehicle is on place then this bad network coverage? Is there a backup plan to open the doors?
Okay, so basically we're using a Galileosky device firstly, and as the main device to open up the trailers, and that will run on one network. And then the MDVR that's installed in the trailer, and that is now not an ADAS system, but a full MDVR system. 2 cameras looking down the side of the trailer, one looking at the tail lift, and one looking inside. And the MDVR output is on a different network, and that one we use as a backup to open up the trailer doors. Apart from that, we also have Bluetooth relays that have passcode. Should all networks fail, the network or the store manager will still be able to unlock it with connecting with the app to a Bluetooth relay, and then can open it from there. There's also different locks. Some locks you can open with an I button. This customer has just chosen that it can only be opened by control room once the trailer is in a geofence where it's allowed to offload. Then only it will allow you to open up the lock.
Yes, and I just add some extra information. You can manage all these moments on the platform. It means you can create any schedules, you can create any algorithm for lock and unlock. For example, in Verano coverage, and you try to send command from the platform will see what device not answered, or for example, device not connected to the platform. And the platform run the timeout sometime. And if timeout expanded, the platform cancel the command and show a message to an operator what need to use other way to open the lock. And all these moments can be configured by algorithms in GAM model.
Yeah, or by the algorithms in EasyLogic also. So
Yes,
that's
yes,
another
yes,
option
actually.
outside of GSM coverage. So, but Bluetooth is the option, RFID is the option, but still we need some, well, manual operation, someone. All right, thank you guys. So the question from Grace Abdelnour, is the lock connected to Galileosky device or is it a complete separate device? Then again, for the question is mainly for Ian. Yeah, we have just to mention we have the integration with those mapper locks. We can be connected. Just
Yes,
read
this is
how.
separate device that
Yeah,
connected to
yeah,
Galileo. It
yeah.
means you can buy separately Galileo, you can buy separately locks.
Yeah, that's correct. We just integrate them. Can I install this on a dumper truck and it will be able to lock the dumper to not be able to dump or tip load if they are not in the areas they are allowed to?
Yes.
Yes, that is a very interesting question.
Yeah.
I can't say at the moment yes immediately, but I believe they will have a system like this, as Maple Locks is manufacturing all locks for Boeing and Airbus. So everything is of very, very, very high standard and very high quality, and they have different kind of locking mechanisms.
But at the same time, I think about the very straightforward system. Once the dump truck performs some operation like dump or tip in the load, some of the mechanisms are actually activated by the operator. So at least we can control it with Galileosky device. And
Yes.
in case or the platform, in case if it has happened not in the designated area, or well, probably if it is some modern thing and some modern stuff, there could be some even CAN data which should somehow restrict it or allow it. But yeah, that's the question of the vehicle. But overall, well, we can control it. Probably there is some set of relays which will let us to also to let the dumping not even or not letting it in the areas. And yeah, that's it. Um, well, the new answers from Rian that link to Galileo and use MIMBR output for backup, output of tracker, and use MIMBR output as a backup. That was the answer for the Clement's question, probably. Um oh, Christoph, sorry. Um, the next question from Genius. Have you a working solution ADAS plus fleet management device? Are you selling a solution or you sell only fleet management device and I have to buy ADAS separately? That's the story. That's why we are here together with Pilot as the different components of the systems. And that's when we offer our partners to pick the best companies on their markets for their particular businesses and for businesses of their clients. So we offer here different types of peripherals which might be used to implement some complex solutions. So yeah, you can choose from the different ADAS systems which exist on the market, from those which are already integrated or not yet, and well, request some integration from our side or do it by yourself with EasyLogic. So it's very flexible when you have all the options in the world. So that's why we don't sell it from our side, as Pilot don't sell and don't produce the hardware from their side. We offer the options to our mutual partners, and that's the way we do the work. Um, yeah, another explanation from Rian. It doesn't drive what you can be added to MDR or can be standalone system. Uh, the question from Murray Peter: these AI events, are they at an extra cost, and then how much of data consumption will it take? Does it track your record continuously or based on a particular event? So I believe you mean about those which are indicated on the website. Well, apparently this is, well, the cost of the hardware itself. So it's not some kind of recurring cost as far as I know in most of the cases, but there is the hardware costs which should be taken into consideration for the ADAS system, for these cameras themselves. Well, after they are integrated with the tracking device, they just send the events, probably the snapshots, to the monitoring platform, which you may eventually build the reports with or to generate some events. So that's the idea. Um, Yeah, I see the question from Mikhail Karpov. Please share the link for the log producer website and see it after that he has shared and Rian shared the maple. So yeah, that's the R. Um, uh, yeah, then please can we get the large scale cost of the hardware and maybe the charges of using Pilot platform. Let's get in touch after and yeah, discuss it in a more better way. Um, So the next question about the locks from Marvin Torres. What kind of lock uses in this case? They are magnetics. Uh, and Rian then answers that they're called bond lock. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, it's
All
called the
right.
bond lock.
Yeah.
There is different kinds of locks. The bond lock is installed on the inside of the trailer, so you can't see it on the outside, and it's working off the air pressure of the truck or of the trailer's brakes. So it's a pin that's getting pushed in with air pressure and also getting released with air pressure. So even if you go and damage the air pressure tanks of the trailer, sorry, even if you damage the air of the trailers, it will not open up the trailer. You will physically need to then cut the trailer open if you don't have a back door to open the trailer, like a Bluetooth relay that you can connect to.
Mhm. All right. Great. Thank you. Thank you for the answer. Um, and the question from Genius AK: how long will it take to integrate ADAS and your device? Can I get video from ADAS device by the tracking unit? Actually, there is no one answer how long it takes. It really depends on how complicated the protocol of the ADAS manufacturer and well, the some certain queue for the developments in here. So let's discuss it afterwards. But about video, answering your question, we can transmit the snapshot. So in case there is some event like yawning of the driver or smoking, we can send the snapshot, the photo, to the monitoring platform, and well, the that will be kind of proof that that happened. So there is no real use to transmit the video flow to the monitoring platform. In this particular case, for when we are talking about IDS system, it's important to have a proof to the driver probably that yes, he has violated something, or and to show him the screenshot of that. So that's what we can already do. Uh, yeah. Well, there are more common questions.
If I can also maybe just answer something on there at the
Please,
current
yeah,
moment
yeah.
on pilot side, I think we support more than 300 kinds of video products. Every single product in China, basically, you can buy that works to their software. We already integrated, so very very powerful.
Yeah, great. Thank you. The question from Neil Weidman. When signing up a new client, how long will it take to onboard a new client using the mentioned technologies? Um, well, that's quite a complicated question to me. It really depends. Onboarding the client is something which is very, very difficult to predict. It depends on different, actually, in different conditions, including how active the client themselves are. So you know that sometimes, well, they want, but well, they just need some time to understand the technology and to know how to use it, and well, to have some will and power to use it eventually. And well, all the rest are at our side. So technically, it's not that complicated. It's not that difficult. It's more about how fast you can go through this process with the customer, and how well how how real their interest is, and how really you can convince them to invest into it, not only money but also their time. Um, yeah. And another well question occurred regarding the lock-in. Hope I have answered, Neil. I hope I have answered your question. If you meant something different, please tell us, and we will try to explain in a different manner. Uh, the next question about the locking system from Mohammed Shala. Can you provide us with description regarding door lock service? Yeah, and that's Maple from the UK, as Rian also mentioned. Well, we have the experience in here in our office with this device, quite rock and solid actually. And yeah, that seems to be a super reliable solution. Yep. Well, quite an active webinar in terms of questions, and thank you for all of them. In case you have some of other questions, we have few minutes left. Uh, Once again, would like to appreciate our partners for co-hosting with us today, and your description of the projects which you have done with the lease car trackers and the MDVR systems, and even not without with MDVR systems, which is kind of outside the topic, but still very interesting to know how it may work. It's very important, and yeah, hope um, the visitors of today's webinar will get to know pilot system better after this specific event. Um, the next question, can I connect a DAS and fatigue camera at once and get all events to fleet management device? Yes, correct. Rian answers it in the right way. Um, yep. Alexander or Rian, is there anything to add from your side?
Not, no, no. That's all.
Yeah.
Just
all
only
from
if you will be if any more questions we can answer, but there are not a lot.
Yes, and if anybody wants a one-on-one presentation to see all of these things in action, I think they can schedule through Pilot Head Office, and we will gladly do presentations and show them how everything is working.
Perfect. Perfect. Great. Um, Uh, the question from Genius: for what connectivity a desk camera and fatigue camera connected to fleet management device? Usually it is RS-232. In most of the cases it is RS-232. By the way, there are a lot, I know that there are many of OEM manufacturers that are already supplying ADAS systems built in from the factory, or which are incorporated within the dealer center, and usually that data is from the built-in ADAS systems is transmitted with the CAN bus. So that's when we can use CAN technologies, advanced release CAN technologies, to get this particular event from the CAN line of the vehicle. Yeah, probably that was the last question of today's session. Once again, thank you for taking part. We are always, it is always pleasure to see those who are attending the webinars regularly. There's also the pleasure to see the new faces, those who are interested in the advanced part of this market and really eager to move forward to present something new to the clients and to be in trance to make the next step above their competition. So that's why we are here. That's why we're willing to share what kind of things we hear from the market, what kinds of solutions we see that are being deployed, and that's why we are pleased to invite our partners to co-host with us, just to show up how the good advanced fleet management system might really perform in the real situations. Hope this webinar was really useful, and if there are no any questions, just ring of applause to all of the participants, and see you next time. Keep posted to our newsletter. We will announce the new webinar very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.